Right. So today we need to understand the CKM. CKM stands for Check Knowledge Modules. Did you remember or not? Exclusively in the ODA 11G, if you take it, the first interface itself, we are making flow control is equal to false, flow control is equal to false, we are making, right? The flow control is something to do with what? CKM. And static control also available below that one. That also something to do with what? CKM. And we have recycle also available. That property also something to do with what? CKM. What is the main purpose of the CKM? The chapter you can also call it as data quality. What is that? Data quality. Data quality in ODA. Data quality in ODA we can call it as. So if you want to do the data quality, data quality control is essential in ensuring the overall consistency of the data in our information systems applications. Suppose your first name column is not mandatory in your application, then what will happen? People will be typing that one without first name also. At the moment that wrong data will be coming to the OLTP. That one we are not checking, we are directly loading into the OLTP, means unnecessarily first name will be loaded without the data. To avoid that one, what we can do is we can have one kind of constraint. First name should be mandatory column. First name should be mandatory column, like that we can enable it. So that when our first name is came as null, then automatically that is moved into the error table. On top of error table, you can create one report. That report will be accessed by your business user. That guy come to understand what are the records are came first name as null. That corresponding customer they can call and they can ask the customer what is your first name. They will fill that one and they will correct that one and they will give back to us. Right. So something to do, technology model is something to do with what, sir? Data quality. Right. Application data is not always valid for the constraints and declarative rules imposed by the information systems. You may, for instance, find orders with no customers or order lines with no product, etc. Okay, sometimes what will happen is we'll find the order will be available. We'll find what, sir? Find orders with no customer. Customer name is not there, but order is available. Next, our order lines. Order is not there, but order line is available. How come it is possible? Without customer, we are not expecting any order. Without order line also, we are not expecting any order. But sometimes this kind of things will happen if you don't have proper data quality check. Now, in addition, such incorrect data may propagate via integration flows. That means it's going to where, sir? Data warehouse is going to flow. That means it is disturbing the OLTP system. It is also disturbing what, sir? OLTP system. At least OLTP is okay. It is a runtime only we are doing, right? We cannot control that one. Up to some extent we can control, but beyond some extent we cannot control it. If you have the form is available, that one we made all the fields as mandatory fields we made. Sometimes what will happen? Customer, oh, I need to fill this many fields. No, I don't go here. Like that you will be deciding and you will be going for something else. Yes or no, sir? So to make user friendly, first we are going to attract that customer by using only 2 or 3 fields. Give me your phone number, give me a mail ID. Once it logged in, later point of time, you may send one field to again, sir, please give me these all things to do this work. Yes or no, sir? In the beginning only you want this all information, means will you be able to log in? By seeing that big form itself, you will be run away. Right. That is reason in the application side we cannot make all the columns as mandatory. Okay, only some columns only can make mandatory. But whenever we are moving at least into the data warehouse, we need to make sure everything is came or not. If not came, we can call that guy, we can request that guy, sir, please provide it. Or once he has the relationship with us, now we have the relationship with us. Yes or no? In the beginning only I asked, tell me your phone number, tell me your father phone number, means he will be, why I need to provide my father phone number. Now if I ask, then okay, this guy is, we know what I am, you know what you are doing, right? So whatever I am asking, there is some purposeful only we are asking. That is the reason you will be no questions to be asked. You will be giving the father phone number also. Yes or no? Right. So what I would like to say is, once relationship is established, if I communicate that guy, if I ask the data, means you will give it. Right. The CKM can be used in two ways. The CKM can be used in two ways. To check the consistency of existing data, this can be done on any data store or within interfaces by setting the static control option to S. Existing data, that means what, sir? In my source table, I have some data is available. This data is valid or not valid. This data is valid or not valid, I can check it out using static control option. Static control option. Now, to check the consistency of the incoming data before loading the records to the target data store, this is done by using what, sir? Flow control option. Flow control option. That means whenever I am loading the data, how the loading is happening, sir? First, whatever source data is available, the source data is coming to the $I table. $I table, that is our flow table, right? $I table is nothing but what, sir? Our integration table or our flow table. Once the data is available in the integration table, on top of integration table, these all rules will be sitting. Suppose you defined as first name should be not null. Is it first name is not null or not? It's going to check against to what, sir? Integration table, not the source table. Integration table, intermediate table is available. Under intermediate table, it will check it. If anything is wrong, it will send to the error table. Anything is good, it will send to the target. You got my point? Now, in this case, the CKM simulates the constraints of the target data store on the resulting flow prior to writing to what, sir? Target. Prior to writing to the target. Right. So in summary, the CKM can check either an existing table or the temporary $I table created by an IKM. Existing table it has to check means I need to go with what, sir? Static control. I need to go with the static control. If I want to check with the $I means what, sir? I need to go with the flow control. I need to go with the flow control. Am I clear this one? While you're doing this exercise, you come to understand more clear. Now, the CKM accepts a set of constraints and the name of the table to check. It creates $E error table which it writes all the rejected records to. So all the rejected records are available in where, sir? In $E table it is available. This is automatic process. The CKM can also remove the error records from the checked result set. Suppose business user corrected one record. You said like first name is null, that null record you moved into the error table. You corrected that one in the error table. Next time whenever you are loading, it will also check the error table also. Any records are corrected. If it is corrected, it will take that one and load into the target. You got my point? First time you are loading, 10 records are error records. By the time you are going to load the second time, out of these 10 records, 5 records corrected by business. The next time what will happen, sir? Whatever after 100 records, whatever available in the source, those records, plus previously error records, out of 10, 5 records are correct, right? Those things also will be loaded into the target. Next one. The following figures shows how a CKM operates in both static control and flow control modes. Now CKM is available in how many modes? 2 modes. One is static control mode, second is what, sir? Flow control mode. This diagram is technology module static control mode. See this guy. See this guy. This is our table. This is our table. It may be source table or whatever it is. Most of the times it will be what, sir? Source table only, but you can implement this one on the target table also. But most of the times it will be source table only. I am going to write some kind of declarative rules. Declarative rules are nothing but, let's say, first name is what, sir? Not null. Is not null. Okay, second rule is, let us say employee number is what, sir? Primary key. Employee number is primary key. Okay, next one is phone number, length of the phone number should be what, sir? 10 digits. Some rules I defined here. I applied the CKM and I ran it. In this table, whatever data is available which is not matching this one, that is moved into where, sir? Error table it is going to move it. Error table it is going to move it. So one table they given, business given simply one table. In that table I have, let us say, thousands records are available. They also ask you to check that these are the business rules. Any record is not following this business rule, please notify that me in one separate table. For that, we need not verify that one manually, or we need not write one big SQL query. We have what, sir? CKM is available. I can run this CKM. Then automatically in existing table, what are the error records are available, that is going to give it. By the way, we are not loading the data into the targets area. Just we are checking what, sir? Error records are available in the given table or not. In a given table, error records are available or not, we are checking. That's it. Now, in static control mode, the CKM reads the constraints of the table and checks them against the data of the table. Records that do not match the constraints are written into the $E table. There is nothing but error table in the staging area. Is it clear, this paragraph? Then what about the flow control? Where it is going to work? This is static control is working on top of source table. On top of what, sir? Source table or a given table, you can say. Flow control is working like this. See this guy. So on top of what it is working, sir? $I or it is also known as flow table or integration table, whatever you call it as. The CKM is working on $I or flow table, which is available in the staging area. And any one record is not matching, that is moved into what, sir? Error table. If any one record is matching, that is moved on to what, sir? Target table. If errors are available, then error table. If errors are not available, then go to the target table. Is it clear? Now, next one. In flow control mode, the CKM reads the constraints of the target table of the interface. It checks these constraints against the data contained in the $I table. Flow table of the staging area. Records that violate these constraints are written to the $E table of the staging area. In both these cases, a CKM usually performs the following tasks. What it is doing, sir, in both the cases? It is creating the $E error table on the staging area. The error table should contain the same columns as the data store, as well as additional columns to trace errors, messages, check origin, check date, etc. That means in this error table structure is what, sir? Whatever table you are checking, the table all columns will be there. On top of it, what is the origin? Origin means what, sir? Why it is error? Because of the first name is null, or because of the length of the phone number is not matching, or because of the primary key is violation. Because of what? What is the origin? Then check date is what? When it is happened, when they checked it, the date will be available. And some other things are there, we'll go and we'll see it. Isolate the error records in the $E table for each primary key, alternate key, foreign key, condition, mandatory columns that needs to be what, sir? Checked. Okay, mandatory column means we have one option that is called a mandatory column. I will go and I'll show it. If required, remove error records from the table that has been checked. If you want to remove the error records from the table, means you can remove it. That means in the source I have 10 records are available. Out of 10 records, 2 records you assumes like it is error records. 2 records you can load into the error table and you can remove from the source table. You can remove from the source table, and the source table contains 8 records only. Okay, once it is loaded in the error table, it is going to remove from the source table. Exercise 1. Super. I updated this document yesterday. Yesterday only I updated. But still it is not, I think synchronization is not happened. Even the updation also not happened perfectly. I did only one exercise only I created. I have 2 or 3 exercises are available here. We'll do those all things manually, we'll do it. Okay, right. Okay, what is the exercise I want to do is now, let us open our ODI. Okay, before going for the ODI, now you people understand summary. What is summary you understand, sir? CKM mainly for the purpose of what, sir? Data quality. CKM mainly for the purpose of what? Data quality. Okay, this data quality we can do in 2 ways. One is what, sir? Static control and flow control. This is a very important interview question. What is the difference between static versus what, sir? Flow control. Static is doing what, sir? On the table, source table, what are the error records are available is verifying it. Flow control is doing what, sir? On the integration table, on top of integration table, it is doing it. It is doing it. Okay, right. So on the go, flow table is creating, flow is doing. This is what, sir? On the already available data in one table, on top of that one, it is doing it. On top of that one, it is doing it. Okay, these are the two differences what you need to understand. Whenever they ask the question, you should be in a position to write these two diagrams. These two diagrams, whatever I given here. What is the static control diagram? Then what is the flow control diagram? Right. Let us go and try to do this exercise. Let us go and try to do this exercise. Exercise 1, we'll try to do it static control on source table. 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 Right. So the first point, CKM is what level property, sir? Model level or mapping level? CKM is model level property. 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 Right. So as CKM is model level property, hence we need to import what, sir? Hence we need to import CKM and we need to assign the CKM to the model. Hence we need to import CKM and need to assign to model and need to assign to model and need to assign to model and need to assign to model. Step 1, importing CKM knowledge module. Importing CKM knowledge module. Importing CKM knowledge module. Importing CKM knowledge module. Right. Open project, right click on open project, right click on open project, right click on CKM knowledge module. I'm selecting B107. Okay, designer. Then RRA Tech projects, knowledge module. Here I have the CKM. Right click on CKM, then import knowledge modules. Import knowledge modules. Import knowledge modules. Open project, right click on right click on check, 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 click on import knowledge module, 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 import knowledge module, select import knowledge module, then select CKM as CKM Oracle, select CKM as CKM Oracle, select CKM as CKM Oracle, click on OK, click on OK, click on OK, click on OK, click on OK. Step 2, assigning CKM knowledge module, assigning CKM knowledge module to model, to model, to model. So I am selecting here CKM Oracle is the one knowledge module whatever available. I am selecting that one. I am selecting that one. I am selecting that one. Now see here, without assigning this one, if I go here, what will happen? So let us say I am selecting this one, OK. Now CKM Oracle is available. Click on this OK. Now if you go for your model, this is what the model is available. This is what the model folder. There you can see here native source. There I have the EMP table is available. On this EMP table, I am trying to check here what's the control. I am trying to check here errors or check this one. Click on check. What is saying? That the data check cannot be performed. A CKM is not selected on model. So if I want to do the CKM, what do you need to have, sir? CKM knowledge module should be there. How to assign that is, we are going for the source model whatever available. Right click on that one, then go for open. Go for open. Right this one. Step 2. Right click on source model. 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 Click on open. Click on open. Right click on source model. Click on open. Click on open. Select control tab. 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 And select knowledge module. Select knowledge module as CKM Oracle. Select knowledge module as CKM Oracle. Select knowledge module as CKM Oracle. Save it and close it. Save it and close it. Save it and close it. Next, step 3. Step 3. Step 3. What is step 3, sir? We did that one. That is perfect. Now what I want to do is, I want to validate here. Any commission column, let us say, any commission column which is null is available. Any commission column which is null is available. I want to move that one into the error table. That's what my simple goal. How we can make that one? Any commission column is error, then I want to move that one into the error table. Or if you don't want to disturb the existing data, we can go and we can maintain in the employee name column, we can maintain some null data and make that column as mandatory and see that record is moving into the error table or not. You got my point? Okay. Right. Try this one. Checking ename column. Checking ename column for not null values. So this is what the exercise what we are trying to do. Ename column, everyone knows it where it is available, right? We are checking for the ename. Instead of creating it, why can't we can do directly on the commission, sir? We can do directly on the commission, right? Unless we need to insert one record now. Checking commission column for not null values. Okay, first we'll do this, then we'll go for the notes. See here, I have here EMP table is available. In the EMP table, if I go and observe the attributes, I have here one column. That column is called as commission column. Open this one. If I open that one, control tab, is it mandatory option is enabled or disabled, sir? It is disabled. So I want to check this as what, sir? Mandatory. And also what type of checking we are learning now? Static. Try to enable this one. These two things we need to do it. Now I am trying to check this one mandatory. It is what, sir? Static flow I am trying to control now. Select these two things, save it. I saved. Then I am closing it. As of now, if you go and see your Scott schema, let us say I am going to the SQL developer. And go to the Scott schema. Do I have any error corresponding tables are available or not? We need to verify. If it is available, we'll try to delete it so that our batch will be going smoother way. Let us go for Scott schema. Then password as tiger. Then tables. In the tables, here something is available, right? These two things I don't want it. Let me right click and these things are created by previous batch people, right? I am trying to drop that one. Even this also I am trying to drop it. Let us go and try to drop this one also. I am dropping this too. Then anything else is available here? Error tables? No. Okay, now no error tables are available as of now. Now what I will do is, I selected that one, save it, that is done. Save it, that is done. Now if you go on, if I try to see your columns, let us say native source, then the native source we are checking for the EMP table, expand the EMP table, then attributes, expand the attributes, commission table is already selected over, sir. Mandatory option, static option is selected. Now what I will do is, I am trying to right click on the EMP table, then go for control, then go for errors. As of now, we didn't run this one. That is the reason we don't get option. $EMP table is what, sir? Does not exist. If you want to see that one, then what you need to do first? First you need to check this one. How to check it? Click on the check. We have only one rule we given, that is called as commission is mandatory. Commission is mandatory means what, sir? It should not be null. I am trying to click on check. Now it's trying to execute it. It's trying to execute. It is executing against to the development context. Click on OK. Now you can go and you can observe in the operator tab. What you are observing here? All executions. Something warning is came here. Apart from warning, remaining things are it's okay. Expand it. What is the first one, sir? Creating check table. creating check table. What is the check table meaning? Open this one. It is going to create one check table that is called as SNP underscore check tab. It is already available in my schema. That is the reason it's throwing the warning. It's throwing the warning. Now go for the delete previous checksum. Previously anything are available, it is going to delete it. So here previous things are anything are available, it is deleting. But here go and observe this record. One record newly came, right? This record is created when, sir? 24th July. That means today. This is created by previous batch people. Something 19 June 14 it is. 19 June 14. This is your record now. Here the column commission, what, sir? Cannot be null. That is what the condition we given. The commission column should not be null. Mandatory meaning what, sir? Commission column should not be null. That is what the constraint. So whatever conditions you given, right? Those all conditions will be available here. What is the responsibility of the SNP underscore check tab? Whatever conditions you given, those all conditions will be stored here. Now that is clear. Next is what, sir? Creating the error table. How it is creating the error table? Error table code is always whatever columns are available in our source, EMP number, ename, job, those all things are as it is. On top of what, sir? What is the origin of this one? Those things you come to understand if you go and see directly here, right click, tables, refresh. We got here one table. What is the table? $EMP table. First column, ODI row ID is what? Next what, sir? Error type is what? Then error message is what? What is the error message here? The column commission cannot be what, sir? Null. But unfortunately, we have here some records. Suresh 1238. 1238 record is null record. Suresh 1238. What is the commission available here, sir? Null. That is the reason that record is moved into the error. Similarly, all the things are came like that. Similarly, all the things are came like that. Is it clear? Similarly, all these things are came like this. Okay, and if you go and observe next records, what is the origin? Those things are available, right? Here ODI underscore primary key, ODI session number, constant name. Somewhere we have the origin. Yeah. This is what, sir? From which table it is came. Suppose you are running maybe static control. Today I ran only on one table. Down the line I may be running for what, sir? N number of tables I may be running it. Let us say if I want to run on the model level also, I can run the model level. Model level how to run, sir? Simply right click on the model, then right click, go for control and check it. So you can run on the model level, you can run on the individual table level. To identify properly, you should have the origin from where it is coming. From where it is coming. Now, in the existing table, what are the error records are available? The error records are able to move into the separate error table or not, sir? Separate error table. This is what called as data quality, that too static data quality. And the static data only are applying. In this one, in this transaction, whatever I did, the data is not moved from the source to target. The data is not moved on the source to target. Simply you are going to the source table. In the source table, whatever error records are available, those all error records, I am seeing it first. I am seeing it first. You got my point, right? Okay. Now, that point is very clear. If you think like, let us say, why to disturb the existing EMP table? It's not recommended also. Why? Because other people also may be using EMP table, right? Down the line. Other batch people. So what you can do is, you can create your own table, you can create to do the experiment on this one. To do the experiment on this one, you can create your own table. I am creating my own table. Let us say create table as, what is your batch number? B108 EMP. Okay, sorry, B107 EMP as select star from EMP. Select star from EMP. Whatever data is available in the EMP table, entire data I am trying to get it. Now if you go and see now B107 EMP, select star from this one, B107 EMP, execute it, we are able to see the some data. We are able to see all the data we are seeing. On this table we will try to do the experiment. What do you say? Right, sir. Write the steps. Checking commission column for not null values. Not null values. Create a table. Create a table. Create a table using below syntax. Using below command. Using below command. Using below command. Okay. Now import this table. Import this table. Instead of import, we can say reverse engineer this table. Reverse engineer this table into source model. Into source model. Into source model. Next, third point. Third point. Expand the table. 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 Expand attributes. Expand attributes. Open commission column. Open commission column. Select mandatory. Select mandatory. Select mandatory and static options. Select mandatory and static options. Select mandatory and static options. Save and close it. Save and close it. Right click on this table. Right click on this table. Click on control. Click on control. Click on control. Click on check. Click on control. Click on check. Click on check. Click on check. Select context. Select context properly. Select context properly. Click on OK. Click on OK. Again OK. Go to database. Go to database. Notice that two tables created. Two tables created. Number one, what is the table, sir? SNP underscore check underscore tab. Number two, E dollar underscore. What is the table, sir? V107 EMP. V107 EMP. V107 EMP. Observe that all commission null records are copied into E dollar B107 EMP table. $EMP table. Shall we go and do this exercise? Same thing. We created the table already. We need to do the reverse engineer of this table. Let us go and try to do the reverse engineering on this one. Open. Then go for the reverse engineering. Selective reverse engineering. Then I want to select here objects to reverse engineer. I want here B107 EMP. Click on reverse engineer. Then okay, click on reverse engineering. That is done. Then we need to go for B107 EMP. In this one attributes. There I have the commission. Then we need to open that one. We need to open this commission. Then go for select your columns as what? Control tab, mandatory, and even flow is available or not available is okay. Flow is available or not available is okay. By default is selected, but is available or is not available also okay. Is available or not available also okay. Right? Now save it, then close this one. This is done. Now right click on B107 EMP, then click on control, then go for check option. Then we need to select here development as a context, okay, okay. Then you can go to the operator tab, then you can refresh it, then it is going to execute it. It is going to execute and is giving all the things. Now if you go for your source database, their tables, right click, refresh. We are seeing what? $107 EMP. These things are came because of the error. Origin is B107 EMP table, and we can see the error message. Error message is what? ODA, the columns cannot be null. The columns cannot be null. That's what it's trying to do it. That's what it's trying to do it. So many records are came here. So we can observe here two tables are available, and we can observe the data in this one. These are the data. Whatever error records are available, the error records are appearing here. Even from the front end only, if you want to see the errors, you can go to the designer here, right click on this table, go for what, sir? Control errors. If I click on the errors, here itself you can see the error messages, whatever available. There also one option is available. But sir, today we are doing manually, you are doing right, but daily I need to sit, I need to do manually, means is it possible? No. But I want to notify what are the error records are available, I need to notify it. I want to notify by someone. I want to notify by someone, and also I want to delete. As of now, I am not deleting the records into the source table, sir. Even though I am moving into the error table, but my go and see my source table, still my error records are available in the B107 EMP or not? Still error records are available in the B107 EMP. Even though I moved into the error table, I am not deleting from here. My goal is now, I want to move into the error table automatically, that is the one thing. I want to move into the error table automatically, that is the one thing. Second thing is, once it is moved into the error table, I want to delete the records from the original table, source table, so that it will be stopping moving this data into the data warehouse. How I can do that? You can do that one very easily. See this process once. See this process once. Suppose you have existing one package is available, sir. Existing one package is available, or we are creating this purpose one package we are creating. Let us go and try to create one package. We are creating what, sir? One package we are creating, new package. Give the name as we are understanding what, sir? CKM static control we are understanding. Static control we are trying to understand. Okay. Now, whatever table is available, B107 EMP table, just drag and drop here. That is came. The table is came here. Even if you drag and drop model also, you can drag and drop the model also. Now once it is came, what exactly you are trying to do in this one? That we can select here. Go to the view menu. First make this as full screen. Now, what you want to do, sir? You want to check the CDC or you want to check the data stores check? Generalized means CDC, right? Change data capture. Already we know it. I want to go for with what, sir? Data store check. Select the data store check. And what type of data store check you want to do it here? That we need, that already we calculated here, manual or whatever you want it. Then if you go and see the next tabs, in the bottom we can see one option. That option is what, sir? Delete errors from the checkout table. Whatever is checked from the table, we can delete it. This is what the option, whatever it is available. You got my point, right? You got my point, right? So this one you can select it. This after you can create a what, sir? Whatever mapping you want to run it, you can select the mapping and you can do it. Suppose this is using by one so and so mapping. Then what you can do, sir? You can drag and drop the so and so mapping and you can point out this one. That means once it is completed, you're going to check the errors. Errors are going to move to the errors table. And whatever things are available, those all things also I am deleting it. Whatever perfect data is available, that perfect data only going as what, sir? Source to the mapping. Source to the mapping. So in that way my job is done or not? In that way my job is done. You got my point? Right. So do this one. Do this second exercise. Exercise 2. Exercise 2. So static control using package. Using package on data store. Create a package. Create a package as CKM underscore static underscore control. Create a package as CKM underscore static underscore control. Drag and drop B107 EMP data store into package select B107 EMP data store and select type as data store check. Select type as data store check and check delete errors from the checkout table. Check delete errors from the checkout table. Delete errors from the checkout table. delete errors from the checker table. Click on save and go to the run. Click on run. Click on save and 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 click on run. Go to the operator tab. Go to the operator tab. Then observe the things whatever happened. So inserting the checksum into here, delete error records from where, sir? Control to table. So what it is trying to do, open, then go to the code, deleting from which table? B107 EMP table, it is deleting it. Okay, and if you go and see the source table now, B107 EMP, click on refresh. Do I have any error records? No error records are available. Okay, write this point also. Write this point. Write this point. What you written last point? Check this one. Okay, then save, then run, then run, then run. Observe output. Observe output. Observe output. So this is trying to do here. It's trying to delete the error records whatever available. It's trying to delete it. That is the one thing what you need to observe. That is the one thing what you need to observe. And second is what, sir? And observe the table whatever we selected here. The table is all are not error records only available. Try to observe that also. Now this is fully automated or not, sir? Now whenever you are running the package, first it checks the what are the error records are available. Error records are moved into the error table. Good records are available in the source table. The good records only moving on to the next level and all. This is how you can automate the things. Tomorrow we'll try to understand the flow control, those things, flow control, and also in the mapping level how you can do it. Those things also try to understand it. Okay. Thank you. And this one immediately I am publishing it. Okay, I will do tomorrow is publish. Okay, anyhow you written the notes, right? But tomorrow once it is completed everything, then I will try to publish it. Okay, right. Informatica and DAX coming Saturday, Sunday. 7 to 9, 7 to 11.